What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We've just hit 20k subscribers, so thank you all so much. Let's get to 30. Check out all the links in the description. Thousands of dollars of free crypto down there, along with signals, COINCALLS, TA, alpha and memes in our private Discord, accessed by signing up to our Patreon. You can also sign up to our brand new Udemy course for serious investors, where we've just released our Basics of Technical Analysis course. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. Strongblock is a cryptocurrency that we've been personally invested in for some time, and so far we've been really impressed with not only the price action, but also the strength and the vision of the team. Strongblock has been delivering passive income to investors for almost 2 years now, and has been standing the test of time against many other similar protocols that have aimed to copy their model. In the passive income community, there are now well over 100 different node projects, but none of them have the longevity or caliber of adoption yet that has been seen by Strong through its excellent tokenomics, leadership and brilliant community. Strongblock have been going from strength to strength over the past year, with many bullish announcements fundamentally, as well as the technicals of the chart also showing high demand for the token. The idea of passive income is an extremely powerful one and has already been changing so many lives in the cryptocurrency space, allowing many to retire after running Strongblock nodes. We think long term that Strongblock is here to stay, and in this video we'll discuss the fundamentals, technicals and news surrounding Strong, and what this means for the future of the protocol, and whether you can make great passive income with the project. Fundamentally, from the research that we've done, it seems that Strongblock is an exceptionally interesting project that focuses on passive income for investors. As we mentioned before, passive income is a concept that is becoming increasingly more and more popular in the cryptocurrency space recently, with many node projects coming to light over the past few months. This is largely because of the example set by Strong, who have been leading the way for many other projects, and actually make up the treasury of plenty of node projects as well as a result, because of their trusted income stream. But what actually is Strong? Strong is the first and only blockchain agnostic protocol to reward nodes for supporting the infrastructure of their blockchain. This is an ongoing issue that is becoming more and more prevalent as more projects come online that need nodes to validate their blockchains. But why incentivize nodes? According to Strong, with limited resources and no financial incentive, many nodes run out-of-date software, maintain incomplete blockchain histories, and are intermittently offline. There is no easy mechanism to fix this problem once a blockchain is launched, and can cause all manner of different issues and can even result in serious breakdowns of the functionality of the blockchain if they are allowed to fester for long periods of time. To solve this, Strongblock has made it possible for anyone to create a node in seconds, or add their own node, and receive Strong token rewards every day. This works via their portal, which connects to an Ethereum wallet. 10 Strong tokens can be swapped for a node, which is non-refundable, and this node currently generates around 1% yield per day on the investment, or around 0.009 Strong per day. This means an ROI or return on investment for a Strong node is around 100 days, and these tokens can be used to further compound the future returns, or swap for another Strong node in the future, increasing rewards. This concept is giving great incentive for investors to get involved with running nodes on blockchains, which is providing resilience to those ecosystems and ultimately leading to a net positive outcome for all. Strongblock currently has over 250,000 nodes running, and all giving out passive income to investors, and has been a powerful tool for community members to get forms of income for years now successfully. The Strongblock team is composed of blockchain enterprise software veterans including CEO David Moss, CTO Brian Abramson, and CPO Corey Lederer, who are all very exemplary track records in their own respective backgrounds and have been an asset to the ongoing success of the protocol as well. Whilst the centralized nature of Strongblock was a turn-off for some who believe in the decentralization of everything, the leadership of the team and the project, as well as the doxed and audited nature of the protocol, have added credibility to the protocol overall. Putting a face to a name is often one of the best ways in cryptocurrency to add legitimacy to a project. The communication and continuous updates from the team, along with the focus on the community, has been a great boon for the project as well, and has led to rave reviews from thousands of community members about how their lives have been changed by Strongblock. There are, however, a few concerns about the protocol that are most likely deserving a mention. The first is that the Strongblock company does not actually generate an awful lot of revenue for itself so far, which can be quite alarming when considering the size of the project now and the number of investors involved in the company. Currently, a fee of $15 is charged per node per month by the company for continued operation of a node on your behalf, but this seems to be the only tangible revenue stream they have thus far. They've stated in the future that they believe there will be higher and higher demand for their product, as protocols and crypto as a whole is growing all the time, but until then we have not been actually seeing any generation of revenue or any transactions for nodes they are running as of yet in terms of revenue. The second concern is the liquidity of the Strong token. Currently there is a circulating supply of around 500,000 tokens for Strong, and whilst the burn of 95% of the circulating supply previously was bullish for the value per token for Strong, it's now left us wondering, with so many nodes being rewarded with Strong, how long until there is a bottleneck of liquidity to pay for these rewards? In theory, the tokens are being cycled through the ecosystem largely because new nodes are being continuously created, which then redistributes tokens back as rewards from a rewards pool to node owners. But what happens if node creation starts slowing down and the rewards pool starts to empty without being refilled? This also raises questions as to the value of Strong itself, as since you're relying on the price of Strong being reasonable to generate a return in dollar value. If demand for the token decreases over time, there could potentially be a bottleneck of liquidity for rewards, along with higher sell pressure for the actual price of the token, leading to the price falling as well. There have been talks within AMAs with Strong they'll be addressing issues over potential sustainability with a decay model for token rewards, but as of yet this model has not been released, and when asked about it repeatedly, David Moss, the CEO, has been giving vague information at best exactly how this will work. This has led to more concerns over the value of nodes and whether rewards will be slashed harshly over the next year to try and combat the increased liquidity concerns and sell pressure if the demand for Strong lowers over a period of time. Concerns to consider in the long term. In terms of news for Strongblock, there has been plenty of positive developments recently in regard to the project overall. The main piece of news for Strongblock that has been pervasive over the past few months is the sheer level of nodes that are being created by the protocol. We've seen Strongblock pass the 250,000 node mark over the past few weeks, and this is an incredible achievement in itself. We've seen a massive amount of adoption for the protocol. The number seems to be rising steadily regardless of the price of the token, showing strong demand for what they are offering. They are also generating $15 per node per month of maintenance fees from the community, which works out at about $4 million a month of revenue. Whilst we don't know their expenses, we're fairly convinced they're using this revenue for fleshing out their operation further for the long term, and also using it to pay operational costs of running nodes on the community's behalf. We've also recently seen Polygon nodes being offered to the wider community, and the fact that Strong is now branching out and working on partnerships with other blockchains aside from Ethereum is a bullish step for the company in our opinion. Running nodes for many different ecosystems is going to not only improve those blockchains, but also make Strongblock a more robust ecosystem as well, and will likely be good advertisement to other blockchains about potentially purchasing some Strong nodes in the future, generating another means of revenue for the company, something that CEO David Moss has talked about as being one of their primary revenue streams in the future. We've also had confirmation that Phantom nodes are coming soon, and Phantom is an ecosystem that has been seeing some very bullish growth statistics over the past 6 months particularly. We think that these upcoming catalysts could be a nice driver for further adoption of Strongblock's technology and lead to an increase in price, provided that the demand is maintained for the passive income. The final piece of bullish news we've seen for Strongblock recently is their announcement of fractionalized nodes, which will soon be available via their Service 2 contract, which has recently been fully audited and approved. Fractionalized nodes mean that there will no longer be such a high barrier for entry to get into the Strongblock game, as it currently requires 10 Strong tokens currently valued at $500 each, meaning around $5,000 plus gas fees to get a node set up. This can be very costly or even prohibitively expensive for many of those wishing to get into this form of passive income, and fractionalized nodes is a way to solve this. From what we've heard from the AMAs so far, it seems as though Strong will plan to allow users to create smaller nodes only requiring 1 Strong with equivalent rewards, which would definitely lower the barrier for entry to new investors and could lead to a nice run up in price if this barrier is lowered significantly. Strong is a project that has been performing well over the past few years since its inception. There was a time when Strong was valued at around $20 per token, now $500 with an all-time high of $1,200. These are incredible numbers and really do show the demand for the cryptocurrency, which seems to have been growing steadily regardless of the market conditions over the past year or so. Strong has been incredibly volatile like most cryptocurrencies, but has been heading up and to the right on a macro trend, as the demand and prestige of Strongblock as a concept and crypto has increased over time. The recent sell-off was most likely in response to fears over the potential sustainability and decay rewards model that has been vaguely referenced in AMAs so far, along with wider market conditions. Still, Strong has been performing admirably recently and has been holding its price fairly well despite what we've seen in overall markets in the past few months. Overall, from a technical perspective, we can see that there's been a lot to unpack with the Strong chart. We've seen Strong heading up inside a broadening channel for a long time, but it currently looks as though with recent market moves to the downside, the support has actually been lost and is currently being retested as resistance. It will be interesting to see how this plays out over the next few weeks. We've currently reclaimed the 0.23 Fibonacci level pulled from the recent move and seems to be caught between a rock and a hard place of the previous support and the fib level, a decision which will likely be made soon. It looks like the volume has been steadily increasing for Strong over the past year or so as well, indicating a potential increase in interest in the protocol. We can also see if the price was to go lower, we'd be forming some very large bullish divergences which could see a bounce fairly soon if the wider market tried to push the price of Strong down further. Overall, we're waiting to see if Strong can see a rally off the back of the catalyst back inside the channel and up through the fib levels, back towards the $700 to $1,000 area at the middle of the channel. Strong also has a very low circulating supply of around 500,000 tokens, which in our opinion has led to some of the price increase we've seen recently, since there is a high demand for the token to create nodes. With so much of the supply being constantly locked into nodes and staking, we could see the price of Strong continue to rise into the future, especially if we see fractionalized nodes being created en masse. When we look at Strongblock as a project overall, we think there is a lot to like. As a passive income source, there aren't many other protocols that have been so consistent or so lucrative, especially for early investors. The recent market conditions haven't been ideal, but Strong has performed fairly well, and there seems to be a large demand for nodes as part of many investors' portfolio. In terms of price predictions, we think it's hard to define for Strong, because even if the price remains the same for node holders, that would be very good for the whole Strong community. We will say that considering the leadership and potentially where the project is going, we're excited to see the future of Strongblock. That's it guys, we'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos we post every single day. Make sure to join the Patreon or YouTube membership to support us, as well as getting a ton of benefits. Crypto Maximalists will get access to daily signals, coin calls, alpha on new projects, 10x potential cryptos and insight into our own personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes you beyond, giving you a look at our personal portfolio, super low cap gems and a 100x potential portfolio, and constant access to us personally as a resource. We're constantly in the Discord posting daily and chatting to members, and we'll be hosting giveaways soon, so come join the community rich in value and content. If you're serious about your education, you can also sign up to our newly launched Udemy course, which comes as standard with the Basics of Technical Analysis 10-part course, which details an overview of everything we do on this channel regarding chart theory, with examples and demonstrations. We'll also be adding multiple times a week to 2 other courses on our Udemy, which will be the Market Psychology and Strategies and Crypto Deep Dives and Ratings courses. These will be constantly updated into the future to provide value to the most dedicated of the community to knowledge and learning. We get continuous questions regarding technical analysis, particular cryptocurrencies, and for advice in certain market conditions, and you'll find the answers to these questions in the Udemy ongoing in the future. This community will be full of the highest quality individuals and is going to be an extremely valuable place to be in our opinion. If you want to sign up, the link is in the description. Remember, you can also join the public section of the Discord too, totally for free, where we post news, technical analysis, updates on the markets, larger cap gems, and the occasional meme. There's absolutely no reason not to get involved with all that value. Links are in the description for everything we've mentioned here. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.